Hi, this is Radiance, and welcome to my channel. People don't know what it is that you're actually made of. Today I want to explore how the divine, how God actually made us, right? I'm not talking about the emotional side of things. I'm not talking about your life experiences. I'm not talking about who you are, where you come from, because each and every one come from different spaces in life. We're all different. Some of us are mothers, some of us are wives, some of us are entrepreneurs, some of us are business owners, some of us have jobs, some of us are housewives, some of us are tall, short, skinnier, bigger. We all have a different story. And each and every one of us has our own load of life issues and challenges and family issues or family things that we're dealing with, right? And so it doesn't matter who you are in any of that stuff. What really matters is at the end of the day, when we talk about the concept of believing in yourself and taking control and getting in a place of security and confidence in your life, you have to really know what you're made of and how you function so that you can then take control and you can then have an effect on life as opposed to life affecting you. And that's how a lot of people typically live. They live their lives just reacting to what takes place. Health. Well, my health is affecting me. I got this disease. Or my finances. Well, my job is doing this to me. Or I don't have a lot of money. My family is doing this to me. My relationship is doing this to me. My marriage is doing this to me. My society is doing this to me. My environment is doing this to me. What's going on in the news and the media is affecting me. That's how the majority of people think. And that's simply because they don't realize what they're made of. They don't realize that they have the power to affect the world, their environment, right? They have the power to affect their health. They have power to affect their finances. They have a power to affect their families and situations that take place. Now, do you have power in the creative ability to control other people, to control environmental issues like a storm? Or let's say somebody is sick in your family. Let's say something does take place financially. Do you have control over outer things? No. But you do have control over how you react to them. And you also have control over your contribution to the experience. Okay? The contribution to the experience. And so we're going to talk about what you are made of. Okay? Like, what exactly you are built with, right? And here's what I want you to think about when you think about or talk about the concept of what you're built with. You have to know what you can do. When you know what you're built with, right? Like, if you have a car, for example, you know that the car has a V12 cylinder engine and it has all these different functions, then you know that the car can go a certain speed. It's a certain amount of power. The car can do certain things. Certain buttons and certain things can do certain things. Guess what that also determines? It also determines the value of the car, how much the car actually costs. It determines what someone will pay for the car. So see, when you know what you're made of, when you know how you function, then you know what you can do. When you know what you can do, that will determine your value. That is how you determine your self-value. Now, your self-value determines what you are worth. It determines what you're worth to a job, determines what you're worth to a man or a woman, determines what you're worth in a friendship, determines what you're worth in anything that you do in life. So when you think about a job, if you know that you are built with a degree in education, right? I'm not talking about what universe built you, what you built yourself. If you know you have a degree, you went to school for this amount of time, you spent this much money, you got this much education, this much experience, this much, you can delegate and you can do this much tasks, you can create these things, you can write these reports. When you show up to a job, you can say, this is what I can do, this is what I can do, I can offer this, I can offer that, I can offer this, I can offer A, B, and C. It determines how much the job will pay you, so that your value determines your worth. Write that down. Your personal value determines your personal worth. And this is where a lot of people miss the mark when it comes to self-confidence. They don't know their value. Therefore, they don't have a high worth. This is why a lot of women struggle in relationships. They may get taken advantage of, because, women sometimes, or people work jobs that they don't like. They struggle in finances. This is why they don't feel appreciated in friendships, right? This is why they're not fully getting what they feel like they deserve, because this is what life is paying you. Life is going to pay you what you're valued at, right? If you take a Honda, for example, and the Honda is valued at $7,000 because it got miles on it, it's wear and tear, whatever, it's an old Honda. Well, I'm not going to pay $100,000 for a Honda. No, right? But if you come with a Maserati, or you come with a Bentley, if you come with a Bugatti, if you come with a Porsche, if you come with like a luxury car that has all these features and it's brand new and the engine goes fast and it's low on miles, right? And it has all these safety features and it's shiny and it's pretty, right? And it's popular, I'm going to pay you $100,000 for that car. So that's how I want you to look at your life when it comes to your self-worth, right? When it comes to your self-worth, when you know what you're made of, and you also know what you're capable of, and you also know what you can do, when you know what you bring to the table, that will determine who sits at your table, right? Right? That's something that I've heard long ago. And so really think about that. What you bring to the table determines who sits down at your table. So, I just wanted to touch on this subject a little bit about what you're made of. I do hope this video has helped to start to have the conversation. We can talk some more, but let's talk some more in the comments. Like the video. In the comments, tell me, what are you made of? What are you made of, right? How valuable are you to you? And if not, how do you plan about going to, find that value in yourself, right? What is it you need to help you get there, right? Who are you, or whose are you? Maybe your value is in your God, right? Your value is in yourself. Your value is not determined, I believe, by the things you do, right? Or the titles you have. It is who you are to yourself, right? And how you value yourself. So I just want to touch a little bit on what you're made of. Know that when you tap into what you're made of, right? Who you really are, right? Not the title, not I'm a mom, not I'm a wife, not I'm an employee, right? But who you really are and your value, the value and what you bring, right? Right? That's everything, right? That's your strengths, your talents, your abilities, even your knowledge, all that, right? When you lead with that, you'll truly be able to move in power and be able to shine in this world as the light that you are, right? To show what you're made of. So I hope this video has been helpful. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, like it, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and also leave me a comment. Let me know what you're made of. What awesomeness are you made of? Share with me, please. So thank you for joining me, and until the next time, be great, be loved, be inspired.